welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Justice for All. My name's SkiniMini.
And I'm Pharaoh.
Last episode, we did more investigating and found a camera inside a big old bear. And
Bear!
and Edward is going to help us find out what it is. So, we got to find out who the assassin person is.
That, and if we can try tracking down who got that bear. I said I'll stop the first time I made that joke, and here I am still doing it. Oh.
It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edward has already found Mystic Maya.
These things take time. I'd say probably not.
Dang it.
The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win the not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay.
You're right.
Dang right I am.
Well, let's talk to her. Maybe we can get some intel. Who do you think the real killer is?
So the real person who killed Mr. Corrida was...
That assassin, Mr. Shelley the killer, right?
And the car Miss Andrews saw at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who's his client?
You mean who asked for the murder?
That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, they're still a killer.
Her little boobies go up anytime she feels different emotions. I'm like, oh, that's adorable.
How does your hair do that?
Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews?
I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then... No, it can't be.
Madden Guard himself?
Was it Matt?
We can't believe that.
I mean, he's our client, and Mia always tells us to believe in our client.
Right.
Oh, if Mr. Onkard really did hire the assassin...
Then he's not innocent at all. Far from it. He would be guilty of the crime.
But it can't be Mr. Onkard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him...
And we asked him the question if he killed anyone, and he's like, no. And he had no psych locks.
So technically...
That's that.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't see any psych locks at that time. Actually, that reminds me.
Did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at a trial today. She said something interesting.
What did she say?
Well, first let me click on it so I can tell you. I don't know why I just couldn't tell you right from the very beginning.
So what is this interesting thing?
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls?
No, duh.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
So Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year, and if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. It looks like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
Mr. Onkard's secret? What is his secret?
I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corrida was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. On Guard has plenty of motive to have Mr. Corrida silenced.
Ooh.
Which means we have to meet Mr. On Guard. There's no way around it now.
Oh crap. Alright, let's move.
Mauve?
Let's move.
Okay.
And phone, shut up.
Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already.
And my bedtime.
Oh, okay, though. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of the secret Mr. Corrida held about Mr. On Guard, and Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight.
But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center?
I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry.
Aw.
And then afterwards, we'll tuck you into bed.
Yay. Dang, you got more?
Oh, I guess so. Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, wait!
No, let her leave. What is it, whippersnapper? All I do is nothing that has anything to do with you is never good. Just like now, I was just handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel.
That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made.
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgy Poo, so...
Edgeworth?
And he said...
If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer.
Oh!
Thank you, Edgeworth.
So I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger toward you.
Ugh. Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are.
Gosh, and we have to talk to her. This is absolutely top secret, so you had better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of those presents.
Very interesting.
I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting.
Scandalous? What's that?
It means, well, you know, that gossip's been going around about my dear Juan.
Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews. But I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Kurita.
I'll let you in on another secret, youngin'. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious puppy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people like herself, as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too.
Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change.
I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet it's nothing good.
But I didn't say anything.
I don't care.
Shut up, old bag.
You shut up. So you know about... so you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I heard it, here, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two.
Oh?
I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard.
That manager? What are you talking about?
You don't know? That manager woman Juan had. Oh, Celeste. Oh, God.
Oh,
I hate that
okay.
image.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame she killed herself, though.
Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impacts. Miss Andrews' mentor, right?
Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know.
Married? You mean to Mr. Kurita?
Really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement.
3 days after a marriage announcement? What in the...
That is why.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Why would Miss Impact want to kill herself? She was going to get married.
Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan.
What?
But they were going to get married, right? And they promised each other, right?
Oh. Poor Pearls.
I know.
So innocent. They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage.
Is that true?
It was in the weekly magazines.
But why? Why did he do that? Jerk.
That's right. That was not in the magazines, unfortunately.
I see.
Ugh.
Hmm.
That night, after Juan called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself.
How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two.
Okay, I can't deal with this anymore. Do. Oh my gosh.
Hey, come on, game. Throw us more interruptions. That's great. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Like I really wanted to know that.
Oh, we still gotta go to the detention center. Oh my goodness.
Did we mean to go to the police station?
No, we need to go to the detention center.
Oh, okay.
It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. On Guard's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for Mr. On Guard's case? We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth, though. What's Edgeworth up to now?
Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick?
Seen the kidnapper's demand. And now this? I can't see any way to win here. Oh, yeah. Mr. Edgeworth allowed me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. I've already called them so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much.
This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Go talk to your heart's content?
What does that even mean?
Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag.
Well, fart.
If I could, I would.
Alright.
Never mind.
Alright, Matt.
What's going on, man? I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. On Guard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear first?
Let's hear Matt.
All right. Dude, it's Mr. Wright! I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me and said that Juan Corrida was killed by an assassin, and that assassin's client is this man on guard. What's wrong? Mr. On Guard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty here. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self.
What does it even mean?
I don't know.
Okay, your secret that apparently Juan was going to say.
About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as a nickel samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews.
We read this already.
Yep.
The destroyed Matt's acting career had been revealed. Dun, dun, dun.
Could you please fill me in on what the secret is? Please?
Oh!
Of course. Whoa.
5?
5? The hell's wrong with you, man?
God.
Getting all greedy with 5 Cyclops? I knew
Oh.
this is coming.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
A Cyclops. You said it's secret, right? But you don't have any idea what it is, do you, dude?
Of course not. That's why we're asking you, dude.
It's a secret, you idiot! Do you know what the definition of that is?
Okay, whatever. What about Juan and Adrian?
Did you know about Mr. Corrida and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews. She had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corrida. Her mentor was Mr. Corrida's manager, and Miss Andrews was gonna get Miss Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories?
Oh, don't answer your phone.
Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat. That's because I've been smoking so much freaking weed in this place. I'm hungry. Got the munchies.
I'm surprised they let him smoke weed in jail.
He's a celebrity. I'm sure they can sneak it in somehow.
Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it a kind of pea, like green peas?
Let's go eat one later, okay?
Oh,
You're happy.
she's so cute.
I want a pizza now.
Pizza with pearl. Pizza pearl.
Yeah.
Pizza pearl.
Wonderful SkiniMini, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we go get our minds off the topic and talk about something else, okay?
Dude.
Strong guard. Are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way? I mean, you thinking it isn't gonna get you a question or get you an answer. You have to tell him. Hey man, did you jack up?
God. Okay, I guess we need to talk to Adrian. So let's. It's weird how we have to do this. We have to go back out and then go back in.
That's weird. They couldn't like give us an option to switch, but what can you do? I don't know who this is, but okay. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh.
Oh!
I forgot you were even here.
Look at his hanky.
His hanky. Mr. Powers.
What happened? Why are you here?
You see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
And now I'm gonna testify at tomorrow's trial. So this eyewitness is Mr. Powers? I was talking with the detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here.
Aw.
Oh. And they said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime?
Yes.
Yeah. It's not a crime.
Well, let's talk to him while he's here. So.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Okay, what about the testimony tomorrow?
So, about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? That face he does. I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me.
What? You don't even know what you saw?
Dude, how is this even allowed? You saw something important? What was it? Well, the detective told me not to talk about it.
But...
You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said.
Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, you got it.
Mr. Nick! Mystic Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright!
Ouch. I really don't have a lot of friends, do I?
That was the line I auditioned for Tyranny's Let's Go.
Oh, it sounded familiar. I'm like...
I was so close.
You should have gotten it!
It's okay.
Tyranny! Sorry.
It's okay, Farrah. You calm? You calm?
Not really, because I didn't get casted either for my roles.
It's okay.
It's alright.
It's okay.
It's alright.
We'll get him
It's alright.
next time.
Yeah, next time.
Alright, but tell...
I will be Ray Shields.
Yes! Yes! Okay, fair.
Uncle Ray, baby.
Okay.
Uncle Ray, get out of here!
Alright, I'll see you guys later. How about a hug before I go?
No! Stranger danger! Nick!
Get out of here. Alright. Didn't mean it like that. Jeez. Alright. See you guys later.
Anyway.
That was fun. This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women.
Oh, Lord.
That's great. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, it's just a game, to justify himself. Ooh, I want to slap him now.
What? How horrible! That's unforgivable! Dude.
Ow! Sorry, didn't mean to offend you. But, you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him? His manager, you know? Miss Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Power suddenly looking kind of energetic? Well. I see. You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities and the world have this dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image? But aren't you a part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, wait, what?
Right. No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see? Too much information. But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of the other stars around me as things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, hey! So, did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? You mean Miss Impact's?
We heard something about how her wedding was canceled.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little bit the other day about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead.
What?
Just tell me, Jesus. Mr. Powers is so charged up, his skin is practically glowing with electricity. I wonder if that was supposed to be like a Blanca reference.
Yeah,
From Street
because he
Fighter.
looks like him.
Right. Well, he's not green, but you know. Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it. We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is.
Something bad for Mr. Corrida?
Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I may have been caught by an insidious man. An insidious man? Did she mean Mr. Corrida by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. You're welcome. Mr. On guard and Miss Andrews. They're both at the detention center right now. There's still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them and tell me everything.
Oh, we will. We will. Okay, let's go to the detention center and talk to Adrian this time.
Well, yeah. That would suck. We accidentally clicked man on guard again. It's like, oh, hold on. I gotta leave and then come back.
Oh, it's you.
I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight.
Me? I thought your client was Matt.
I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about the secret Mr. Ocarita had on Mr. On guard.
Alright, lady. Spill.
Hey, you're gonna tell us everything, whether you like it or not. I'd like to ask you about Matt on guard, if you don't mind.
Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. You've seen... Oh, that's you. Sorry.
Go ahead, I don't care. You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. On guard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival?
That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. Okay.
Okay, then. About Miss Celeste Impacts.
I had finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I was shocked by her suicide, and it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back, and to burn it.
You wanted to burn it? But why?
I didn't want it to spread just like another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid.
Suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said.
Okay, but why frame him?
Why'd you try to frame Mr. On guard?
That's simple. Because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police?
But there had to be another way.
The police are excellent doing their job. Excuse me.
You okay there?
Jeez. I don't know what the hell happened there. I'm good. The police are excellent at doing their job, so they figured it out, right?
Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death.
Miss Andrews.
Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason, so please, tell me why you did what you did.
Revenge.
Huh? Did you say something just now?
Crap.
Dang it.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's one. Not too bad. A Cyclock, huh?
Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy.
But
I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say revenge.
Ah, crap. Okay, well, we can't do anything just yet. So, you know what? I think we'll end the episode there. Yay!
Yeah, we did quite a bit here. There's a lot of Cyclocks we gotta break,
Yeah.
but, we'll get around to it.
Yay! At least it's 6 of them, not 8 like last time.
Was it 8 or 10?
10, I can't count.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching, and if no one's told you that they love you today, I do.
Hey, Skinny, what's 2 plus 2?
4.
Dang it.
Bye, guys.
She knows simple arithmetic.